Okay, as you may or may not know, Year 12 students of 2019 will be getting their ATARs tomorrow. And I'm just making this video to explain my experience in VCE and how everything went. I did 6 subjects in total, 1 in Year 11 and 5 in Year 12. I was doing business management, further, methods, English, Turkish and psych. And I wanted further, Turkish, BM and English to be my top 4 subjects. Now I always wanted to get an ATAR of 90. This was due to 2 things. One, because my parents had promised all the siblings that whoever gets 90 will get a car up to 40 grand, whichever one they want. So that's one thing. Second thing, I just wanted to prove myself right that if I put the hard work, I'll get what I deserve. So that was the other thing of many things. Also, there wasn't too many people from my background, my community, getting those results in this type of school that I went to. So that was the other thing. So that 90 ATAR was something that I was always looking forward towards. Now, when I was in year 11, I did 1 subject, and that was Turkish, and I prepared quite well for it and did well on the exam, so I got a study score of 49. And in Year 12, I was aware that that was a good boost for me, so I had to just do relatively well, and I was going to get the ATAR that I wanted. So I was going crazy on that ATAR calculator thing, just every day putting in this subject. If I get that for that, I'm gonna get this. And I was always hoping to get, actually super sure that I was gonna get over 45 for business management. That's how like confident I was with that subject, which I didn't. I ended up getting like 40 or something like that. But yeah, overall, however, I went throughout the whole year studying quite a bit. Now that I look back, I probably did 6 hours a day, 2 hours in the morning, 4 hours after school. And to be honest, it wasn't that much. I mean, what else do you have to do in Year 12? Didn't feel like 6 hours, but I do know that I was doing a lot of work leading to the exams. I was doing a lot of practice exams, mainly for business management. And I just knew that I wasn't going to do that well in psycho methods, so I didn't focus too much on it. But yeah, look, I was doing practice exams for all of them, and I was just literally sleeping every night and imagining me opening my ATAR and seeing that magic number that I was after. So it was a little thing there. And then, yeah, I studied throughout the year. My rankings weren't necessarily the best. I wasn't number 1 in any subject necessarily, but I was still, you know, in that top list, which was good. And yeah, I was fairly confident going into my exams. I went through some, I was like, that wasn't the best. Went into some, I was like, yeah, that was fantastic. And then pretty much, what's it called? Yeah, I finished it all. And then I remember the morning of my ATAR, my best mate had come with his car to come pick me up. My parents didn't even know that the ATARs were being released. And then he picked me up, we drove somewhere random and we just parked and we're like really shaky. Now with my year level, that year there was a glitch in the system where if you sent your name and your something number to this phone number, they send you your ATAR. So there was that glitch, and I remember my mate had sent that message to the number and he got his ATAR, but we weren't sure that it was you know, accurate or not. So it was our time to figure out. Some of the friends had got it. I remember I messaged it as well, but I messaged it late. They had blocked it already by then. But pretty much, yeah, like it was an incredible moment. 7 AM in the morning, something like that, and we parked our cars. And I remember when I first logged in, you get your study scores, and I looked at the study scores, I was like, oh my god, 40 for BM, like I was really devastated, like 37 for English and whatnot. So I was looking at them, I was like, oh, I totally screwed up, you know, I didn't know how it went. And then I swapped it to the ATAR and I got exactly 90.00. It was literally 90 on the dot. And the funny thing was, the school was offering this thing that if you get over 90, you get a MacBook Air, which is what I've been using ever since. But if you get like under 90, you get like an iPad mini or something. So if I missed it by 0.05, I would have got an iPad mini instead of a MacBook Air, which I've been using throughout my whole uni and even now. So yeah, I got that exactly. I was like super wrapped about it. I think I have a video from that day that we recorded, and I'm like all shaky and stuff, which I'm gonna try looking at finding. But it was an incredible moment, and yeah, that was how everything happened. Now that it's been 3 years, what has changed that I got a 90? Not too much, to be honest. I got into a course that I wanted to, which is Civil and Infrastructure Engineering with Honours in Business at RMIT, which is a super good course, by the way. I definitely would recommend it. And yeah, like, as in, it was good. But the thing is, does the ATAR really matter for me? I asked that question on my Instagram story today, and some people said yes, some people said no. But for me personally, yes, it meant a lot. It did matter a lot to me. Not because of, you know, the society and what they would think about me getting my result, but more so because it showed that when you put in the hard work and the effort and do the hard yards, you'll get the results for it. And that's what was really important for me. Like, I just know that I thought about something, I dreamt of it, I worked towards it, and I achieved it. And for me, that was invaluable. So that's the best experience that I've felt in regards to, you know, seeing the results of your hard work. So that's why. But at the end of the day, look, it doesn't define you. I'm selling suits, for God's sake. You know, I'm doing civil engineering and business management, but I'm selling suits, and that's what I do. So you clearly go into a different path once you go into uni. You might realize you like something more. You might find a talent about yourself. But at the end of the day, it's a great experience. And yeah, look, if you don't get the result you're after, don't bash yourself on it, because honestly, for me, what I believe is it really doesn't even matter what uni you get into. If you're doing something, a course that's related to what you want to do, roughly, in any uni, you'll find the job that you want to do. Honestly, like honestly, just do that course. Maybe you didn't get into it at Melbourne, for example, but you got into anywhere else, Swinburne, Victoria, whatever it is. As long as you do your job well in that industry, as long as you take the necessary step, try doing internships, etc., etc., it really doesn't matter that much. That's my thoughts on it. I'd like to hear what you guys have to think. Thank you.